AEW Supercard special reportedly planned for early January. Corey Graves texted Dana Brooke about shade he threw on Raw. AEW star couldn't believe former WWE wrestler after talking so much trash. Original concept art for Bray Wyatt's burnt Fiend mask revealed with exposed skull and dripping flesh. Enzo Amore says he was blackballed from pro wrestling for being the best. The Miz eliminated from Dancing with the Stars. Doudrop thought her WWE name change was temporary. Former WWE wrestler almost unrecognizable, and more. We are starting off today with AEW, as Konnan was brought into the company last November, appearing on Dynamite and reuniting with LAX members Santana and Ortiz. The decision to bring Konnan in surprised many fans, as the former CMLL World Champion has never been afraid to speak his mind, especially about AEW, and during an appearance on the Vicky Guerrero show, Konnan admitted that it's not just the fans who were shocked to see him. "I've actually had a star in AEW come up to me and go, 'I can't believe they hired you here, you shit on us so much. Let me correct you there, I don't shit on you. What's good I put over, and what isn't good I bury, and I do that with Raw too, and SmackDown, and not just with you guys.'" Konnan may have dragged AEW in the past, but it appears all is forgiven between him and Tony Khan, so we wouldn't rule out another appearance by Konnan on Dynamite or Rampage. Back to WWE, and at TLC 2020, The Fiend Bray Wyatt faced Randy Orton in the bizarre Firefly Inferno match, in which Orton emerged the victor after burning The Fiend alive. After nearly 3 months away, Wyatt returned at Fastlane 2021 with a new burnt and gruesome mask, but this was far tamer than what the former Universal Champion first envisioned. Tattoo artist Kyle Scarborough, who was one of the people responsible for the original Fiend mask, tweeted the original concept of the burnt Fiend mask this week, which included dripping flesh and an exposed skull. Scarborough added that he was under the impression that his concept was the one finally used, but that didn't happen. Instead, the final design for the mask, the one saw on WWE TV, was designed by WWE's in-house team, and it said that Raw and SmackDown's executive director Bruce Pritchard is the one responsible for the change of plans. Scarborough followed up by saying that he liked what was used for TV, even if it felt the design was a bit flat, but fans could have seen an even more gruesome side to Wyatt had Scarborough's design been used. Major League Wrestling news now, as the company recently signed Enzo Amore, bringing an end to what was a long hiatus from the world of professional wrestling. After being released by WWE for failure to disclose assault allegations against him, Amore made a scene in the crowd at the 2018 Survivor Series event and followed up with a widely panned appearance at the ROH New Japan Madison Square Garden event in April 2019. With all of this, in addition to Amore being universally unliked by WWE's roster, it's not hard to see why companies didn't want to work with him, but there's a much different reason, according to Enzo himself. In a tweet, Enzo claimed that he was blackballed for being the best, adding the people are petrified of what he might say or do. Amore then plugged his upcoming appearance for MLW at the old ECW Arena on November 6th, where fans will get to see what the so-called best does next after a lengthy absence from the industry. Like Enzo, WWE's The Miz considers himself to be the best, but that certainly isn't the case in the world of dancing. After lasting a few weeks, the first ever two-time Grand Slam champion was eliminated from Dancing with the Stars on the latest episode, along with his dance partner Whitney. Rather ironically, Raw was going on at the same time, and the A-lister will likely be back in the ring sooner than expected after finishing in 9th place. This week, Jon Moxley's memoir Mox hit shelves, and the former AEW World Champion had plenty to say about his 7-year run on WWE's main roster. Moxley even had some lighthearted shots at Triple H in the book, as he dedicated an entire chapter to their match at Roadblock 2016. On that night, the Game would retain the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against the then Dean Ambrose, in a match which Moxley considers one of the best he's ever had. Recalling his thought process before the match, Moxley explained how he psyched himself up to take on the King of Kings, saying, "I'm where I need to be. It's real to me at this point as I walk. This guy. Big bad Triple H. Where are you from again? Please. Oh, sorry, am I supposed to be more intimidated by the 108 world titles you booked yourself to win or your physique? I saw those ads you did with Ronnie Coleman for that creatine shit. You guys looked good, but you ever been hit over the head with a 5-pound weight in a sock?" Ambrose challenged for the WWE title but ultimately lost to the game, which came mere weeks before he faced Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 32. In the book, Moxley makes a good point where he questions how fans were able to buy that he could beat Lesnar when he couldn't beat Triple H. The game wasn't the only McMahon family member Moxley discussed in the book, as he also spoke about the various segments he had with Stephanie McMahon between 2014 and 2016. He said, "I just want to mention that the sexual tension between me and Steph in those interviews was just good acting. She's a hell of a performer. Triple H is supposed to be so much better than me, but I'm just not buying it. If I'm such a f***ing cockroach, then stomp me out, man. Do it. I f***ing dare you. The game? Dude, get the f*** out of here with that. You ain't shit." In one last dig at the WWE COO, Moxley said, "That Triple H kid can work, as long as he does something about those skinny calves." Unless Triple H is the next name to jump to AEW, it's doubtful we'll ever see a rematch between Moxley in the game and the ring, but being in different companies hasn't stopped the former WWE and AEW World Champion from having some lighthearted fun at the game's expense. When Eva Marie returned to WWE TV back in June, she introduced Piper Niven as her apprentice, who'd quickly been given the name Doudrop. The first NXT UK call-up to the main roster, Doudrop has been prominently featured so far, though fans are still annoyed about the name change. Speaking to Give Me Sport this week, the Raw superstar discussed the Doudrop mantle and how she didn't think it'd stick around. When they say, "Oh, do you know what your new name is gonna be?" I was like, "What new name?" Loads of people didn't want to tell me, and I can't remember who it was that finally ended up telling me, but they were like, "Your name is gonna be Doudrop." My belief was that it was a temporary thing, and I was like, okay, right, okay, cool, I can get behind this. Some fans had hoped that Doudrop would return to the Piper Niven name after splitting from Eva Marie, but that hasn't happened so far, as the Doudrop name and her push on Raw are here to stay. One name everyone knows is The Rock, aka Dwayne Johnson, who's unquestionably one of the most recognizable wrestlers in the mainstream. An 8-time former WWE champion, The Rock debuted at Survivor Series 1996, and the company is celebrating the Brahma Bull in a special way. It's been announced that November 2021 will be a month-long celebration of The Rock, with digital and social media content being released, including a new episode of WWE Best Of that'll premiere today on Peacock and the WWE Network. WWE had hoped on having The Rock make an appearance at this month's Survivor Series, but he's expected to be filming Young Rock in Australia at the time. And whether he appears in person or not, the company is more than happy to celebrate the Great One's career this month. And we're ending today with Big Damo, aka Killian Dane, who was released from WWE this past June. Now the former superstar has a brand new look as he showed off his bald head in a tweet where he promoted OTT Wrestling, saying he's having the time of his life in Dublin and Belfast. Many fans didn't recognize Damo at first, but the Irish wrestler confirmed that this is a look he'll be sticking with wherever he goes next on his return to the independent scene. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.